speed. Maximum overdrive. We're
Full
pushing it
speed
to the
ahead.
limit.
Electric Boogaloo.
I don't know if I'm even done. It's fine. The
Go.
internet is here. They're alive and well. I'm gonna put on my own lo-fi music.
Hell
Do
yeah.
it.
Or I'll put on the one of the noir playlists we've been listening to.
Oh yeah,
Hello.
it's like that. That walking.
We're
bass
here.
line.
We're live.
We're live. We're doing it.
Ian, what exactly are we live for?
God, that's a good question. What are we live
Oh, man,
for?
I really thought I was throwing you a bit of a softball there.
I just like woke up. That's why I'm like so yawny. So I don't know like what's going on or what my name is right
I
now.
don't even know
Oh,
who
man.
I am right now.
Yeah, who are we?
Well, I'll go down the line. I am Brandon Chapman. You know me.
Hello, Brandon.
Hello.
It's
And
nice to
you.
meet you.
It's nice to meet you as well. Want to do a Twitch stream together?
That sounds like fun. I feel like we
great.
should do like a zombie comic first, and then like have like 12 years of friendship before we do that, though.
Oh, okay. Well then,
Gotta
let me
put
turn
the pirate comic in there somewhere.
There is a pirate comic in the mix
Yeah.
somewhere. I feel like in the cards.
the real let's say as far as the comics that we've done go. Hopefully that one's the start of the show.
The crowning achievement,
I
yeah.
definitely put like thousands more hours into that than I did the.
Oh yeah, we
Fucker
did
one.
like an actual website, and like we like hashed out character designs.
Mhm.
I think it's all coming back to me now. I don't remember any of it though.
Oh, okay. What does coming back to you mean then? Oh, you just.
Boomerang, the TV network. It's all coming back to you. That's the name. That's their slogan.
Oh, is that their thing?
That's their slogan because they're always playing like throwback Hanna-Barbera cartoons.
That's a pretty good.
Hanna-Barbera, darling, Barbara.
slogan.
It's a good tagline for that specific niche that network is going after. I always thought that was clever.
And anyway, so you are
It was me.
Ian. Ian, your middle name is Shitface.
That's me.
Just thought I'd fill you in on what your name is.
I received a package from you, I think, recently where my middle name was Danger.
Yeah.
Ian
Yeah.
Danger Powers.
You know. Yeah,
Ian
exactly.
Danger Powers.
And who's this third person here? Huh?
I don't fucking know.
Who the hell are you?
This is hard-boiled detective Plead the Filth.
Plead the Filth.
He's the hard-boiled detective. Is there a mystery afoot?
No, I'm Plead the Filth. I help run a channel called Hidden Pixel. I'm often obnoxious in your chat, so I decided to just hijack the stream and strong-arm my way into the
We're
show.
being hijacked? Is this
Yeah.
pirate radio?
Yeah, live and direct, full adrenaline,
God,
no stopping.
can't stop, won't stop.
Absolutely refuse to stop.
That's
No,
right.
never say stopping.
The Justin Bieber story.
That's right. Never
What
say
was-
can't stop, won't stopping,
Yeah.
never stopping.
What was his movie?
Never say never. I
What
think.
was it that? I thought there was some like Believers Never Die or something.
Oh, maybe.
Anyway, I used to work at an AMC movie theater for a period of time, and that movie came out during that period of time, and I was so
boy.
bored at work one time, and by one time I mean about 3 times, that I watched that movie in its entirety.
It was
Wow.
good enough for repeated viewings?
No.
Oh.
I feel like any awards that movie won should go directly to you.
You said you
It
did.
was just
Yeah, you were the full of the box office. That's not true actually, because like Justin Bieber has a ton of fans, but
it
I
was
just wouldn't have expected it to be you.
the awards go to me and the one cop that also stood there for the entire time, because both of our jobs working at the movie theater were terrible.
Oh, I see. So that cop, he was there keeping watch on you, right? He was there making sure you watched the movie all the way through?
Yeah, man, I was a danger to myself and others and Justin Bieber.
It's like, why is this guy at a Justin Bieber movie? I'm gonna keep an eye on him.
No, it was teenagers would often have fist fights at the AMC movie theater.
Is this one of those Matthew McConaughey freaks? He's creeping after the young teenage girls who are coming to see a young Justin Bieber. Or maybe he's coming for Justin Bieber.
Listen, he might have been. I'm not a... You know.
He's that deep undercover.
That's right.
He's damn good.
Little did you know that police officer was actually Justin Bieber.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Just trying to find out who's watching his dang movie.
I know this is not how movie theaters work, but I like to think that he gets like his analytics back, and there's like one
viewer from America.
One 20-something man went to your movie, and everybody else, 13-year-old girls.
This man searched for. Sorry, go ahead.
No, tell me the rest of the analytics, please.
This man searched. What's an embarrassing search engine thing they would find?
Don't throw this back on me. No. This was you. You're in the hot seat.
Okay.
Is 3 times too many times to watch the Justin Bieber movie?
Cake fart. Yeah.
I also watched Sucker Punch about 1 million times.
Now, strangely enough, I'm not sure which is worse, that or the Justin Bieber movie.
And people say that, and maybe it's just like a Stockholm Syndrome thing, but like, I actually really love Sucker Punch.
Yeah, I can't judge it. I haven't seen it. But so where do you rank the 2 movies in the first and second place slot?
Yeah.
That Sucker Punch 1,
okay.
Justin Bieber 2. Although I did also that year watch Romeo and Juliet.
Oh, I've seen Romeo and Juliet.
That one was pretty good. The second to last Harry Potter movie came out my only night of training.
Interesting. That would be terrible.
We finished up training, and then the managers were like, "We are swamped. Does anyone want to start working now?" It's like, yeah, sure, I can ruin your theater.
Yeah. I don't see anything big happening tonight.
God, the newer Tron movie came out during my period there.
Oh,
there were some good movies actually.
Yeah. I had a buddy who worked in the movie theater, so we got to see a bunch of movies for free. Usually the day before they were released. So we saw Inglourious Bastards in theaters, and
oh my god.
Like by ourselves with like the theater all to ourselves, just like the night before it premiered, and that was pretty cool. I was like, yeah, I saw the new Quentin Tarantino, and you can't for another 4 hours.
Yeah, right.
I would get a job there like the week before that movie came out, just and then quit right after. Thank you.
Yeah, quit right after.
I watched Tron a couple of times behind the IMAX screen.
Ooh.
So I just sat up. I set it up against the subwoofers. This was all while I was supposed to be working.
Of course.
So this is what AMC movie theater employees do. So I would sit up against the subwoofers, and the screen you can see through from the other side. So I watched Tron flipped, and with the most insane bass experience of my life.
I bet. That movie was Daft Punk.
That was the Daft Punk one, yeah.
Yeah. So like the bass in that is gonna be kicking, to say the least.
All your hearing will be gone by the time you're in your late 50s, but it was worth it.
Sure. Yeah. I remember I saw Tron in theaters.
All right, Grandpa.
I saw Daft Punk. I mean, is the joke I was trying to make.
I saw the Tron reboot sequel.
I saw Tron hit on Olivia Wilde.
So, let me tell you about it. There's the main character, Tron, and he likes motorcycles and LED lights.
And Frisbee. He's an Frisbee player.
this movie, spoilers, he's called Rinsler. But if you haven't watched the movie in the 10 years since it came out, then that's on you.
I've never wanted to fuck a computer program so bad. I put my dick inside of Sin City that night. Or actually, Sim Farm, it turns out. I forgot I didn't have Sim City.
No.
It was Sim Farm. It was like...
At least it wasn't Sim Ant.
It was almost like the joke with the farmer and 3 holes in the barn wall, and the 1 hole is his daughter's is behind. It was like that.
What?
Don't you know,
What the fuck?
don't you know that joke?
No. Do I want to? It doesn't sound like
I feel
it.
like we don't have a choice.
It's okay. So I mean, okay. First of all, they did a musical. They did a rock opera rendition of this joke for an episode of Mr. Show, with a young Jack Black in it as like the farmer, I believe.
Oh, I think
what
I know
was
what you're
that?
talking about. I have seen this.
So I'll say the joke, and I'm just gonna say right now, the joke is downright disrespectful.
Yeah,
to women, God, and everybody. So this guy, he's like traveling, and his car breaks down, and he stops by this farm to like get help, and the farmer's like, "Well, I can get you help tomorrow, but you gotta spend the night. You can stay in my barn, but don't put your dick in one of the 3 holes in the barn wall."
Like such an easy request. Like anyone else in the world, it's like, sure, got it, bud.
I wouldn't want to
Wasn't
stay
planning
there
on it.
after I heard the terms, not because I couldn't do it, but because I would not like. Why does that rule exist?
Can I stay in the not holes room?
It's like this is the forbidden fruit on the tree of knowledge, and your dick is the snake that tempts you to eat the. Look, so behind hole number 1 is a milking machine where the cows get milked. Behind hole number 2 is the cow, and behind hole number 3 is my daughter. None of this really makes any sense. And then don't put your dick in the holes. And then I actually forget what happens next after that. I think he puts his dick in the milking machine. And...
Well, he's got to put his dick in a hole at that point.
Yeah.
Or no, I guess what he does is he puts his dick in the holes, and then he finds out what's behind the holes, and it's the daughter, the cow, or the daughter, the milk machine, and then the cow, or something. Or they're drinking the milk the next day.
You told the punchline first, is that right?
Yeah, look,
Okay.
I'm not. This isn't fucking Last Comic Standing. I'm not like trying to regale you with this joke. I've made a reference to it, and then you guys were like, "What?"
We forced you.
Yeah, because it's a premise to just drop
Yeah.
on us there.
Very
So I
specific.
like. Now you guys have the premise, and I am absolved.
I'm gonna watch the Mr. Show sketch after this episode.
Yeah, I'll post a link to it in the Discord.
There you go.
I'm pretty sure his dick is the milk machine is.
That sounds like how that joke would end.
Yeah.
That's. I don't know, man. I feel like I've heard a variation of that joke, but one
Probably.
that doesn't involve penises.
Oh, I feel like the only version of that joke that could possibly exist is the penis one. I feel like that's the crux of the joke right there, is the dick involvement. Yeah. I posted the link on the Discord now.
I should go through and rewatch Mr. Show.
I think it's on Amazon Prime. It's worth it. It's a fun
I think
show.
it's also on HBO, which
Oh, that makes sense too, because that was an
that was
HBO
where it
show.
aired initially. Yeah.
Is it an HBO show?
Yeah,
Huh.
because they say fuck and stuff. But it's
the only
90s.
criteria.
That's how you know.
Yeah. That's how you
Yeah, I
know.
was gonna say there's a lot more actual like intercourse on HBO these
yeah.
days. since
Simulated
Game of Thrones.
That was on HBO before, though, I think.
Sure. Yeah, I guess.
But nowadays they have it extra because Game of Thrones, they were like, okay, somebody's got to get their eye gouged out, then some people got to fuck, and then somebody's got to fuck somebody's eye out. And then that's how we're going to have award-winning TV right there.
Trick
Every
was
show's
to
got all that.
constantly you want to constantly trick people into getting grossed out while they have a boner.
Yeah, exactly.
That's the only way I have a
They're like, haha, I got you. And you're like, fuck.
That's the
This
HBO tagline.
Right? Confused boner. Home box office.
Feel a little gross, but then have a boner, just like the internet.
We're really starting this off on a bad note, huh?
Yeah.
It's about the same as
Sorry, we had to be party to that. You knew what you're getting into. You watched the show.
Your name's attached to this
pretty
now.
frequently, actually.
Yeah. Friend of the show.
I'd like to say it's not that kind of show, but we've clearly established at this point it is that kind of show.
Have you been on the show before, or you've just done like after hours when we play games and stuff?
Just the after hours stuff.
Okay, gotcha. Well,
Yeah,
welcome.
I've been begging forever, and so this time I took it into my own hands.
We kept saying no, but now we finally gave you a shot.
When you ran out of guests.
Yeah. We got hijacked. This is pirate radio, though. Remember? So we didn't even let him on according to the storyline that we're going with.
I didn't review the story arc that we were doing. Yeah.
I put.
Hold up my Officer Bieber that I just drew real quick.
That's fantastic.
That's great.
That's all.
That's a far cry from that CSI episode where Justin Bieber got shot to death.
Yeah.
Excuse
Turns
me?
out. Oh, you didn't know about that.
No, because I don't watch the crime scene investigations.
I don't
didn't
either.
see the
But
episode either, but this is a clip I saw because it's like young Justin Bieber, like swoopy hair kid.
Oh, that's
Kidding.
the one that I was trying to go for because that's when the movie came
Yeah,
out.
but he's like that as like he was like a guest star on an episode of CSI, and like, he gets like shot like 7 times.
fucking
Amazing.
gun down. I'll post a link to that too.
He said, "Take that, Drake on Degrassi."
That's right.
We've
You
talked
got
about
shot
that.
once.
I think we talked about that on the first episode of the show actually, because we have
We may have.
a drawing of Drake in a wheelchair dunking a basketball off a ramp.
Oh man, it feels like so long ago.
That was
And
the
on that
starting
note,
point.
I'm cracking a drink open.
As you should.
I drank all my beers before the show.
Dang it.
Like earlier today, he
Yeah.
was fucking hammered.
He pounded like 6 beers right like 5 minutes before the
Yeah.
show started.
I'm not hammered. You're a hammer.
You're the nail, baby.
Whoa. Alright, I posted the video of Justin Bieber dying on CSI on the Discord too. Check out the Discord, everybody. We post the links and also other stuff. And there's a community supposedly there that they talk. We're trying to encourage them.
There's
to-
the
Bunch of
yeah.
wallflowers.
the materials, all the pieces for a community are there. But you know, that's about it so
Whoa,
far.
God damn it. This son of a bitch. The fucking... The... Can you guys just look at my predicament right here?
Oh
Yeah.
no!
The tab doesn't go
So,
down. And
you take that tab off now, and you're gonna push it along.
yeah,
the
that's, I kind of just got that. Yeah.
Or if you have like one of those like Swiss Army knives with like the one jabby thing in it, you can go. Gah!
Or
No,
you
but I
just
think I have
bite into the side of the can.
Yeah, just shotgun it.
Dude, if I wasn't in my bedroom right now, I probably would.
Yeah.
I believe you. Although you're in your bedroom, all the more reason to shotgun it, in my opinion. You know.
Just the camera moving around with you, Fred. It's awesome. It went with like the hand to get the drink. It was great.
Oh,
Beautiful.
it's part of me. Yeah, I guess I don't know. But yeah.
I would love it if you like shook your head no, and then the camera was just like whoop whoop.
If I do it dramatically enough, it will. No.
No.
Technology, it can tell where your face is. You know that means that they have the AI have officially recognized your face, and you're on database now for when the singularity happens.
I mean,
They'll know
driver's
that
licenses.
Okay, well look, Mr. Logic.
Yeah, man, that's the audio program I use.
That is the audio program you use. Whoa.
When the
I
singularity
can't
happens,
Ableton.
they'll see that I trusted them from early
That's-
on. They'll know I'm a friend.
Are you trying to be a humanity traitor? Like you're trying to side with the machines?
Sure. Why not?
When the singularity does happen, do you guys think Florence and the machine will side with humanity, or do you think they will?
They'll work
be
together.
Yeah, they'll be the unifier.
Oh,
It's Florence and the machine.
Before it was humanity versus the machine. Now it's humanity and the machine. Starting
like
with Florence.
Before it was Adam and Eve, and now it's Florence and the machine.
Oh, I see. They're the next wave of evolution.
Yes.
See, so that's what I was thinking, is they would become a hybrid, and like, you know, they take a buckshot to the face, and then they slowly turn back into view, and that side of their face is now robot.
Can I real talk though? Like, Florence and the Machine is a great goddamn band. She is such a good singer. It's insane.
Is that the one where the lady dances with the violin, or am I thinking of a different thing?
You might be thinking of a different thing.
Okay.
You just wanted to
Does she
reference
play a
her
fiddle?
for-
I don't think so.
Okay.
No,
Then
you're
I don't
thinking
know.
of Charlie Daniels.
Oh, of course.
People get them mixed up often.
You know, I was thinking of Charlie Day actually.
Oh, okay.
Just with the violin and a board of conspiracies.
That's right.
I'll tell you about the goddamn mail, Mac. It's coming to doing blood like a stuck pig.
Carol! Carol!
There's no goddamn Carol.
There's no Carol in HR.
He plays the goddamn ghost town, Mac.
I got boxes full of Pepe.
Have you guys heard of the explanation of that?
Oh, we talked about that on a previous
That-
episode, but
that
we were
Pepe Sylvia is Pennsylvania, and because he can't read, he's like assuming it's someone's name, which is why he's got boxes full of Pepe, and
Right.
why no one's gotten their mail.
yeah,
Right.
we discussed that either on a DrawBomb After Hours or on the show. I forget which, but apparently there was an interview with the guys from It's Always Sunny, and they were just like, "We wish we were clever enough to have thought of that."
Oh, fair. That's funny.
So they say it's coincidence, but I'm like, just say that you did it on purpose.
Just say yes.
Like, it's so funny if that's the case.
Yeah,
Lie to me. This one
you can
time.
become better writers after the fact.
I
It's
mean,
less satisfying for me to hear that it's not the intentional.
Yeah.
Granted though, I just watched the newest season, the end of it last night, and they did a whole Waiting for Godot parody.
They did do that.
Which is like, it was all like a metaphor for their careers.
Yeah.
Currently, it was really kind of wild. So
I gotta
And
watch
now-
some of the new seasons.
I highly recommend it. It's good stuff. But yeah,
Waiting for Big Mo is very good.
not only is it a metaphor on their careers, but then they also kind of touch upon the metaphors that are present in the original Waiting for Godot, which I was like, damn, you guys really brought it full circle.
Oh, of course. I think they would have done something else if they hadn't tried to, you know. They wouldn't have done that play about two people going insane very quickly if they hadn't planned on referencing it. You know.
Well, yeah, but like usually the reference is skin deep. Like usually they're just like,
Sure.
oh, they're waiting for somebody. It's Waiting for Godot. But like, no, they even start talking about like the themes of like existentialism in Waiting for Godot. So they like,
Yeah. I also just like at the end where they're like, all right, this is like, then we're done. If we can't have fun with it anymore, then we're done.
yeah.
And then at the very end they come in, they're like, we're never leaving.
It's good stuff. And, like, it's funny too because they kind of set it up like, oh, this is the finale of the show. Look, we're doing like the cheers pan up, like pan out, with nobody in the room anymore.
They didn't
Although-
pan out on Patty's Pub. They panned out
No,
on,
they
a,
didn't.
on a laser tag that we've never seen before.
Well, that's how we knew it was not the real finale, but they were still going. They were still trying
Yeah.
to like echo that vibe, which is, I thought, even funnier because it's like they could have done a pan out, like for that fake out. They could have done a Patty's Pub, like an actual bar, like in Cheers, but they're firing on all cylinders over there.
They just got signed on for like 2 more seasons. I think.
Yeah, they're signed on
Crazy.
for I think up to season 4, or no, they just did. Yeah, they're still signed on for a while, which I think makes them officially the longest running live action television show
Ever?
I believe so. Not the most episodes, obviously, because they only do like 10 episodes a season. But like for being 16 seasons or something like that, which is what they're like signed on for, that officially makes them like the longest running sitcom, live action sitcom at least. Something like that.
I heard some things.
Yeah.
I think once you run that long and you're like, pretty much, you know, you are. I don't know. Yeah, you've been going that long. They pretty much just give you as many seasons as you want anymore, I think.
Oh yeah, they're like, you can go until like you say you're done, and then we'll cry and ask.
Right, and then 10 years from then you can, you know,
do a reunion.
Do a reunion and make a bunch of money, and then we're all with that.
I'd be down for an It's Always Sunny reunion, and like
they're all this
a number of years from now when they're all old or something, after they've canceled the show or they're done making it or whatever. That would be one of the few shows that I'd be down for a reunion. Usually I'm just like, come on, nobody wants that.
Speaking of reunion episodes, I know that they're in talks to do a Frasier reunion, which I'm just like, great, I just finished the show.
I was gonna say perfect timing.
But also, have they done the Fresh Prince reunion? And that's not like a reunion episode. That's just like the cast.
Yeah, they just did like a hangout session for like HBO or something.
Probably a better way to do it, honestly. But
yeah,
can we do can we make a play called Waiting for Gal Gadot?
Yes, and it takes place in a movie theater line.
Yeah,
to see the new Wonder Woman movie.
And then COVID happens while you're there. Oh my God! Whoa!
Whoa!
Onto something here.
Yeah, that's I just cracked this case wide open.
If this case was a walnut, then I was the nutcracker, cause I cracked that. You get the nut is you get it? It's the nut is cracked. It's an analogy, Sam.
They gotta do
I needed another case like I needed another hole in my head, but here I was, a case being a nut and me being a Christmas ballet.
Also, I've never really had a hole in my head, but it's just I've heard someone else say it was cool. But you know, you get. I want that's make a noir story where the guy who's like narrating is just like bad at writing this.
Yeah.
So Ian's character in her upcoming noir D&D series.
Oh yeah, that's exactly. That is basically what that is gonna happen. Like I'm gonna try and come up with some fucking wicked analogies, but we all know that's not gonna work out so hot.
They're gonna fall apart after like 2 sessions.
They're gonna fall apart like if you like peel an apple and then you try and put the skin back on the apple and then all the skin of the apple falls back off of it, it's gonna fall apart like that.
It's gonna fall apart like me after my last marriage. I think
Whoa.
that got too deep.
I really made a mess of myself at one bar.
Revealed more than I had intended.
I'm a hard-boiled egg.
Wait, no, cop, shit.
God damn it!
Can we start over? Can we run the tape back? What? Why not?
Can we dolly the camera back out, please?
Right. Oh my God. I like Detective Bomb. He's looking good. Or Private Investigator Bomb, depending on which sort of story we're going for here.
He's a private dick.
Well, yeah.
But what kind of detective is he?
A private dick that goes in a hole in a barn wall.
Alright.
Just another barn and another 3 holes. This wasn't my first encounter.
I needed a private dick like I needed another hole in my barn wall.
That's right.
There it is.
Bada bing, bada boom.
We got it, folks.
Thank you, everybody. Have a good night. Make sure you close the door on your way out. Turn off the lights. Pick up any popcorn you spilled in the aisles, you fucking slob.
Do you know why I got fired from the AMC?
For dropping popcorn in the aisles?
No. For being on my phone while I cleaned up a auditorium.
How dare you?
That's why you got fired? Like, whole
Yes.
ass fired?
I mean, this was in like 2011, I think, 2010.
Back then, phones were newfangled.
Sorta. But I was alone in a theater on like a Tuesday. And I was like cleaning up, and I was like, "There's nothing going on. It's a goddamn Tuesday." So I'm on my phone texting, I don't know, some girl, I'm sure.
Shotties.
Right, because that's what I did when I was like 18, 19 years old.
Of course. I listen to your music. I know what you like.
Oh my god! After our hangout the other day, I was on Jodeci vibes.
Yes, you were.
But yeah, and apparently a projectionist was like watching me and like reported me to a manager, and they're like, "That's expressly against our code of blah, blah, blah."
You were filming the movie, weren't you?
No, because I could watch the movie whenever I wanted. Yeah, like.
I knew, you know, it's not helping projectionists like their reputation. I mean, they're very mysterious type. Now all I know about them is that some of them are dicks.
Yeah, fucking narcs, man.
They sit up there and they watch the audience.
In their golden tower in the sky, emitting their godlight.
I am the movies.
Right.
I control when the next reel happens. I can make this movie play out of order if I wanted to.
Now it's all digital, so they just press play.
Yeah.
Goddamn narcs.
God damn.
There I was at the end of my rope. I'm sorry, I've got like this noir jazz on in my headphones right now.
Perfect.
So I can't really drop the shtick.
There I was. I was at the end of my rope, and she was at the end of my rope too, because we were both standing there, and my rope had run out of room, and rope. It was a hemp rope, because it was the 1920s, you see, and rope was made of that these days.
The private investigator who doesn't understand metaphors.
I'm sorry, am I still talking? I should really.
Rope it in. Ha! See, I did one. No, I don't think that was it.
I'm gonna write that one down. Hold on, let me get my notepad out here. I thought you used that notepad to write clues on it. No, it's where I write my best metaphors.
My quips.
Yeah.
See, I was at the end of my rope, and she happened to be the rope salesman coming to town. Little did I know, the old Grim Reaper was also in the market.
And my wallet was in my other.
You know what they
pants.
say?
Yeah,
Capitalists say the rope you hunt. Shit.
I saw the rope. It was a tug of war, and I
Lost.
said I wasn't playing, but they made me.
But she was.
You see, I was holding on to a pair of twos, but I was arguing like I had a full house. But I didn't. I had twos.
I had twos, you see.
Yeah, I meant.
I don't know if you realize, poker is a game where twos will not help you in any capacity. I don't know why I'm just like devolving into John Mulaney at this point. Like...
You see, a pair of twos was, it's like the worst possible, like, hand you can have, but still have something. You see, poker is a game you play with cards. You see, cards are these little pieces of paper that were invented a long time ago as instruments in games. You see, games are things people do with a set amount of rules that they use. It passes the time in a way that's enjoyable. I don't know how much more I can break that down.
I was curious where the end of your... I was at the end of my rope. I couldn't think of any more ways to drag this one out.
That ain't bad, actually.
I was at the end of my rope. You see, ropes.
Ropes are...
they don't go forever.
The thing about ropes is that they're finite. They gotta end sometime.
Applesauce.
Applesauce. See, the thing about it...
It's not exactly sauce, and hell, it doesn't really resemble apples either.
You see, the
I
thing
prefer
about
mine with cinnamon.
You see, cinnamon is a spice. You see, spices were frequently sold on the Silk Road, which was also the name of a website used to sell drugs.
You see, my ex-wife's name was Cinnamon. Well, that's what I knew her by.
That was the name she went by at the club, but also that was her legal name by birth.
Jesus Christ.
Cinnamon Johnson. I'll never forget her.
She had the legs like a pair of legs and arms like also like equally proportioned to her body, like her legs were, and a face that housed her eyes and
House.
She had legs like the end of a rope.
If there's one thing I know about ropes, is that they were like her legs. Hold on, I'm getting.
Because
Wait.
she could wrap it around me. Bada bing, a good
Whoa.
one, actually.
We're coming full circle again.
Going in circles.
Right, it all is coming back to you. You see, she I don't know if I can keep this up.
yeah. No, you got it.
Okay.
It's all
Dang.
thanks. Back on it.
I don't know if I can do this
Encouragement.
anymore. You can. Okay, I'll keep going.
You're right. I know I can.
This is what the people want, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is good
Gotta be.
content.
This is why we have 3 viewers right now, which are probably all 3 of us.
You know, it's quite possible.
Yeah. Whatever.
I
man.
actually don't have it up right now, so
Whoa.
I'm not one of
Just
them.
enjoy hanging out.
Who's this mystery third person? Get out of here. This is a private conversation. Hey,
Drops down to 2.
Who told you about this?
Yeah. How did you get this URL?
Where'd
This
you
is-
come from?
This
I
is
can't stop the voice.
This is an ABC conversation, so why don't you D your way out? Wait, hold on.
Why don't you private dick your way on out of here, buddy?
Yeah, you fucking. Do you guys know what else other dicks are private? Is all of them.
Hopefully.
Or you go to jail.
Yeah, or else it's a crime.
Yeah.
Leviathan Den is the secret person.
Wow. Hello.
Oh, ayo. Now you can stay, Leviathan, then, because you donated. It says that you did. They wanted to vibe. I'm sorry.
Subscribe and vibe. How dare you? How dare you kick them out?
I'm sorry.
We-
We're all about vibes here. You can vibe. You are cleared for vibing.
I was vibing like an anime girl on a YouTube channel.
I was making all sorts of weird squeaks and grunts like an anime girl, and I gotta tell you, I wanted Senpai to notice me.
I was going for chill beats to study and relax to, but you
Oh, I see.
you really just went for for it.
I had a big sweat drop coming off of my head like a clip art on a fucking Word document. You see, Microsoft Word is a program that will be invented well beyond the Prohibition era.
Is that the frame of reference to all time-related things? In regards to Prohibition, this is when it takes place.
There's actually there's another name for that era of
The 20s?
The Roaring 20s!
Yeah.
It's like there's a TV tropes page on it, which is how I get most of my information about things from TV.
About anything.
Yeah. Hold on.
I feel like the current 20s are roaring significantly less than the last.
Yeah, they're
one.
not.
I don't know. It's
I
been
mean-
loud for the past year.
Yeah.
True. I guess it depends on what kind of roar we're talking about here.
Listen, here's what I'm saying. Let the vaccines kick in. Let us all like chill out, and it'll be roaring exactly how you think it will.
Probably true, because people will be like amped to get back out there.
Yeah.
like I couldn't go to the club when WAP was out.
I know.
Oh my god. Did WAP come out when we were all inside?
It did.
So like, you know, it's gonna be
missed opportunity there.
It's gonna be a truly wild first summer back. God, yeah, that was last year. Oh my god.
God, I hope we're back by summer.
Oh, it's been so long. Oh my god, I just upset myself.
We're all just crusty men with long beards coming out of a cave. What year is it?
I'm here for the wet ass pussy. Cardi B sent to me. You're on mute, Ian.
God damn it.
Blew your nose, and then you probably made a really good joke, and no one could hear it.
I was just saying, excuse me, sir, is there a wet-ass pussy around I can borrow?
You just got DrawBombed.
Oh.
I feel like you guys need to work that in.
Yeah, that's...
Take over your shit.
You just got your bomb dropped. Wait. You just got your balls... Your balls just... Wait, hold on.
You gotta be careful, because you don't want to say that people just got bombed, because it won't
Yeah,
go over well.
We really fucked up with the name of our show. We're like on every watch list, I'm sure.
No.
I was like a DrawBomb at the end of my fuse.
At the end of my rope.
The end
I'm gonna
of my
blow!
rope. Is that like a Jimmy Neutron thing? That'd be a good one.
That's adult Jimmy Neutron, that's what he yells.
Gotta blow, it's just him and cocaine.
Oh, I was thinking like he's saying that well actually he would just still
and then he
say
comes up and he's like brain blast and you're like, dude, you are tweaking, man. Like, you gotta chill out.
I used to be a genius.
Genius. No one understands. I had a robot dog until I had to sell it for scraps so I could get more coke.
Oh god, the mighty have fallen.
I was saying that Jimmy Neutron, whenever he's about to orgasm, would say, "Gotta play."
Me and him both. What?
And then every time
stop.
Goddard will pull out like a quote from a movie with like the voice recording thing he does, where he's like,
Bark, bark.
"Luke." Well, he barks, but he also will pull out like clips.
Is he Bumblebee? How did I not know this?
He's kind of like Bumblebee. He's able to, just sort of like pull out sounds from his robotness.
I somehow like slipped through the cracks. I didn't really watch Jimmy Neutron when it was on.
I never really watched it either because it was like such an ugly looking show.
Yeah, the animation kind of grossed me out.
Yeah. I was a floofy art kid, and I was just like, Jimmy Neutron. Yeah.
It was like Beast Wars if they were children instead.
Oh yeah, which Beast Wars got away with it because like they're robots, so you can be like, yeah, you're not trying to mimic skin here. You're just trying to make these robots are ugly as hell, but they're not creepy. But Jimmy Neutron was just like uncanny valley sometimes.
Yes.
I watched a lot of Jimmy Neutron. And I don't disagree with anything that you guys are saying. I just don't, I don't have a retort to it. I can't justify it.
Your love for Jimmy Neutron is false, and we have just proven you.
We will yuck your yum.
You can love Jimmy Neutron if you like.
Yeah, I bet it's a pretty solid show. I'm just saying I, for some reason, didn't watch it. Maybe I should have.
I can never keep track of which Odenkirks were involved in which things.
So Odenkirks were involved with that?
So Bob Odenkirk is Better Call Saul and
Yes.
Mr. Show. We're bringing it back around again.
Sure.
Now, then there's Steve Odenkirk.
He does.
I think.
What was it? Kung Pao.
Kung Pao Enter the Fist.
Yeah.
And then and also Thumb Wars and all of those.
Yep.
And then there's the other Odenkirk who worked on Jimmy Neutron, and his name was Steve Odenkirk. It's Odenkirk, not there's no N in there. Oh no, it's the same guy.
It's
Really?
There's my contribution.
Yeah, apparently I clicked his name and it took me right to.
He worked on
Yeah,
Jimmy Neutron and Kung Pao. That's funny.
There's my Jimmy Neutron. Got a fucking blast, man.
Got
blasted!
I love it.
That's all.
It's great. I like this. We never had a guest draw in person and show the drawings. I like it. This is nice.
It's adding a new layer to things.
I was originally thinking that I was gonna just like import it into Photoshop and like send it and find a way to drop it in the program here, but I was.
That was a lot of work, right?
Yeah, I'll just hold it up to the camera.
Yeah.
There you go. Sometimes it's easiest to just go with the low effort. It's best to just go with the easiest solution.
It ain't
Yeah,
stupid if it works.
I don't have a tablet. I keep thinking I want one now though, because I've been drawing more recently.
You can get some pretty affordable ones. If you get one that's like just, you know, not a direct screen. It's they're pretty affordable.
Yeah, that's true. Like the ones that like you draw down here and you sort of like look up at the screen as you're drawing. I mean, I prefer the drawing on the screen, but obviously the price point is much more. Hold on, this album I'm listening to just turned into an interview album, and I'm like, oh, thank you.
There's something really that I don't mind about like putting pencil to paper and then doing all the coloring and stuff later in Photoshop.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's a great way to do it.
It's obviously not. It's not conducive to a show like this where it's like, oh, see us drawing and stuff, because it takes a lot longer to do. You know.
Yes. I did that for a few pages of Waterlogged, and then I realized afterwards I was just like, this is a lot of effort. I'm gonna chill on this, and then I just went back.
Like the D&D stuff from Bruncheons and Dragons, you know.
Yeah.
There's Mr. I don't know, Mr. Richman. I already forget his name.
Penny Bottom.
No, Penny Bottom. This was Penny Bottom.
There he is. Look at that guy.
Yeah. Well,
The other guy.
Money's worth. That's what his name.
Money's worth.
Because they both
Money's
had
worth
like.
Penny Bottom.
Yeah, they both had obnoxiously rich guy names.
Of course, that's who's gonna hire a Danny Ocean type character to steal from another rich guy's vault. It's the only thing that makes sense. You know, I was writing an article about heist movies before I did that, and it just happened to line up that way. And I was like writing that article, and I was like, you know, you can't have a heist. If you're gonna have a heist, you want to make the characters like the robbers sympathetic. So you know, it's best if they're not heisting just for like shits and giggles. Yeah. And then I thought about it, and I was just like, but wait, Ocean's 11, they are actually heisting for shits and giggles. I mean, also it's to get George Clooney's wife back, but they also pretty firmly establish in that movie that like
in the movie, yeah, they're like, let's just do it.
Yeah. Fuck it, guys. I'm out of jail. Let's party like it's 1955.
But to be fair, though, they're all likable as hell.
Oh, they're all very likable because
every one of them.
It also helps that they make it so that they're stealing from like a rich casino douchebag instead of
worse guy, yeah.
Yeah.
So that was kind of the vibe I was going for with the Bruncheons and Dragons episode, was trying to be like, all right, they're hired thieves.
Yeah.
Like they're not exactly the quote unquote good guys, but also like they're robbing from a guy literally to just be in like a rich man's pissing contest.
Yeah.
So I was like, I have to just make sure that anyone watching likes these characters.
I want to do an Ocean's 11 type movie, but they're robbing like an orphanage, but we still somehow make the characters likable. Like somehow.
The kids are assholes.
Those orphans are real jerks.
They're only orphans that have killed their parents.
Oh, okay. See, we've got the hook now.
Evil orphans.
Actually, that sounds like wasn't
It's
there
like
a
the
movie?
orphanage from The Omen.
Yeah.
That's
Wasn't there also like that movie where it turns out that the orphan is like a
called The
prostitute who's like murdering? Yeah.
What? You mean The Orphan?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The titular orphan.
Yeah. Well, don't talk about her tits, man. That's fine.
The eponymous orphan.
No, she's got a name.
I don't know.
Anonymous was the joke.
Oh, okay. Oh, Anonymous.
This is me pretending
Anonymous.
to mess up the words that you're saying.
Hip Hop Anonymous.
Hip hop Anonymous.
Should I, are you coloring the background? Should I, like, leave this stuff?
I'm not I'm just trying to see, like, every good noir picture has to have, like, light coming in through the shades that are, like, the Venetian blinds that are, like, mostly closed. So I'm not doing the color right now. I'm,
Got it.
which ended up being so much more fucking effort. It's like the goddamn.
Well, that's your MO.
Yeah, you draw the whole picture while I, like, struggle with, like, one dumb aspect that doesn't actually fucking matter.
I'm glad you noticed because I haven't had the heart to say it.
The one aspect is always really nice, though.
Thank you. I appreciate that. It's still, I can feel my life slipping away from me. The sands of the hourglass slowly draining as I do.
The days of your lives.
That's right.
Okay.
Glory days.
I don't know any other references to Days of Our Lives.
Cheers. What are we talking about?
We're just naming shows.
Yeah. The Drew Carey Show.
I was gonna do a joke. I was trying to do the same thing you did, where you just named something really obscure, and you outdid anything I would have came up with.
The John Mulaney show is a good one.
Oh yeah, I forgot that he had a show.
Yeah, it got canceled after like less than a season.
Yeah, it was like 3 episodes in, and they're just like, nah.
In the defense of the network, I watched the first episode and also went nah. And I like John Mulaney. I just didn't think.
Well, wasn't it like a laugh track sitcom?
Yeah. He was trying to do like a Seinfeld-esque thing,
like
not like a copy by any means, but like he was trying to do the classic comedian thing, which I could see how that would.
He's a very
right.
that type of guy where he's like, I gotta be the classics and whatnot.
Yeah. And also, if you do it like intentionally enough, I could see it working. Where it's just like, oh, I see what they're doing, you know.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't feel old. It just seems like it's intentional, so to speak.
I don't know. Anytime, like, I get it when it comes to laugh tracks. Like, I'm not a fan, but I get it. But at the same time, anytime a show, like, if I'm like, oh, what's this new show, and I find out it has a laugh track, that's already like 10 points against it. Like,
yeah.
Fair. But I'm just saying, like, if you were like intentionally enough, where like we're stylizing it like a sitcom, but we get it, you know, like I don't know, it's not a great example, but that like WandaVision show that's going right now, like it's very clear what they're doing.
yeah,
You know,
they're going for like
very
that
intentionally,
vibe.
like, you know, taking previous styles and making their own
I've been
feel.
enjoying WandaVision.
I've only seen the first couple episodes so far. I'm looking forward to when the story kind of breaks a little more, and it might have by now.
But I'm
just
also like, the last one I watched, I mean, spoilers, but I mean it was bound to happen anyway, so I feel like it's not that big of a spoiler. But it went to like color, you know.
Yeah.
Which you can see if you've watched any of the trailers, you know.
Yeah. I also think didn't that happen at the end of like the second episode or something?
It was like the second or third episode, yeah.
Okay.
But so
yeah,
I actually wished it took a lot longer to get to that point.
Okay.
But
So
I like Twin Peaks and shit. So
You're right.
you know.
Yeah. I don't know. I think I'm a little bit. I don't give everything as much of a chance as I should because I'm kind of bored of the Marvel thing a little bit.
Well, that's why I wanted it to like go crazy.
Yeah,
You know,
I do too,
so
and I'm hoping it still does. I'm just not as into just watching a sitcom featuring Marvel characters. I talked about this on, I think, on a previous episode. Where,
I think you did.
But that's what makes it so like anxious to me, is that you
Right.
know it's not just that.
Yeah.
Like from the start, you're like, if you've seen the other movies, you know the context,
Yeah.
and you know this takes place post like Endgame.
Right.
So it's like, all right, this is clearly like
Something's
fucked
fishy.
up.
Yeah.
Like something's super off. Even before they drop in the hints of like kind of breaking the continuity and stuff, like just from the first second of the first episode, I was like, this is so anxious and so uncomfortable because they're playing it so straight, and I thought that was just so brilliant.
That is true. I agree with you there, for sure.
You know.
Yeah, and every time it like breaks, it's, I guess, the fourth wall of the world where they're in, it feels like really creepy because it's almost like a don't hug me, I'm scared type feeling. Like as soon as it like snaps into something like menacing is happening. But
Right,
I haven't
exactly.
watched the newest episodes yet, so I don't know. But I
That's
plan
what
to watch them, so
Don't
that
Hug
says
Me,
something.
I'm Scared, the TV show.
Yeah, supposedly they're working on more of those, but
They did. I actually like watched all of Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared, like for the first, like I was like, oh, I forgot to ever check out episodes 3 through 6, and then I watched them, and then a week later they dropped the trailer. They're like, yeah, we haven't made anything for like 2 years, but we're Don't Hug Me, I'm Scared episode 7 coming soon. And I was just like, oh, what perfect timing.
yeah.
It's like
Here you go.
coming them.
Here's the new one. Hip Hop Anonymous.
Anonymous.
There it is.
He's
He's right next to Cop Bieber. And
what are they? What's the rapping name from Flight of the Conchords? The hip
Oh,
hip
hip rap.
hippopotamus.
Oh.
I think it's the hip hoppopotamus. Yeah,
Something like that, yeah.
yeah, hip hoppopotamus or whatever, something like that. But that's his rap name.
I'm thinking of that scene from Big Daddy, where
Yeah.
Yeah, where it goes hip
Rob
hop
Schneider.
Anonymous.
When Rob Schneider's playing a
I thought
different.
we were all on the same page. I just wanted to make sure.
How many times has Rob Schneider played somebody that's a different race than himself? Several.
Every time?
And people want to like. People are like. It's funny like. People dig way back to like, and I it was wrong then too, but people dig back to like old movies like Breakfast at Tiffany's, yeah, and it's the exact same thing Rob Schneider's still doing, did 4 years ago.
Yeah. Many hats Matt said he's a hip hoppin'.
He's a
Hey,
hip-hop.
many hats, man.
He's got a low, gruff voice and he raps like this. That's all.
And if you give him a cup of pee, he'll drink that piss.
Oh!
Bars.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Sorry, I just said you drink piss. I don't mean it.
I mean,
Yeah,
if you
he
do
wears
this.
Hip Hop Anonymous, the hip hop hippopotamus, wears chains and all black. He would beat your ass.
I think a normal hippopotamus will beat your ass, so like one that raps about it too, I especially believe. I'm in for it.
Yeah. The hippo. Also, watch out because that rapper is the deadliest rapper of all of the kingdom, all the animal kingdom.
Hippos are gigantic.
Is that-
They kill the most people of any animal,
Yeah,
apparently.
yeah, they charge.
Then why do
the-
people fuck with hippos? Like, how do they get to them? How do
That's
they...
how. That's
Well,
how
that's
they
the thing.
become the most. Yeah.
That's the thing. They
Yeah.
just like they're like kind of how alligators hang out. They're just like they're gigantic, but they just like sit like just below the water. So they kind of stumble upon them. I don't think people are like, cool, a hippo, let's get closer. It's usually like you
Oh,
notice
fuck.
there's a hippo next to you, and you're like, oh goddamn, I'm dead.
Oh
Yeah.
god, that rock just crushed a watermelon in his jaws.
Yeah. These hippos are hungry. We gotta
These
go.
hippos are watermelon challenge.
But
And
we
I
went
was
to,
at the end of my rope.
at the end of 2018, we went to the San Diego Zoo, and they have this really cool hippo exhibit with like the glass tank that you can like get up next to, and they're
Oh,
usually
yeah,
just
yeah.
like sleeping in there, but it's really like You never really see a full hippo. You usually see like their heads peeking out of the water. But it was. It was cool.
The last time I went to the zoo, we went to the hippo room. Philadelphia Zoo. Yeah, they've got like a hippo room at the Philly Zoo.
Brandon's been to that hippo room.
I don't remember the hippo room, but I have been there.
But they've got like a big tank where you can go kind of like underground and you can see them from below.
I do remember the hippo room. It just came back.
Or you can kind of go up top and see what's going on there.
Yes.
And I watched a hippo emerge from the water, like walk out, and I started crying.
What is that? That thing kills more people each year.
Not like scared. Like this feels so rare because every time you go to a zoo, it's like the animals don't do shit, right?
That's true.
So to see this like incredibly large and deadly and dangerous thing just like casually like walk out of the water, and you see like you know how the water kind of like sticks for a second and then starts to just like fall down like a waterfall. Like it was that on a hippo.
Whoa.
And, yeah,
that sounds awesome.
It brought me to tears.
It was like a religious experience.
It sure was.
I
haven't forgotten about it.
We're telling cool zoo stories. When I was at the,
You've been holding this one in your back
cool
pocket?
zoo. This one is like it's one of those stories that you tell and everybody goes, yeah, I don't believe that actually happened.
You're watching DrawBomb, full of cool zoo stories, bringing you cool zoo stories with the morning zoo.
For 5 easy payments of $5.99.99, you can get zoo stories, including hippo religion and others.
I almost forgot I added the soundboard. I haven't used it. That's the first time I've used it, and what better noise.
I'm so glad the first use of the soundboard was for air horns. That's
I've really always thought that DrawBomb needed more air horns. Anyway, continue with your zoo story.
So I like the zoo reference, by the way. I just wanted to say we kind of brushed over the zoo books joke you were doing, but
sorry about that. I just got excited that I remembered I had a soundboard, and then I kind of
did cue you up on purpose. I was like, if I make noises with my mouth, I might get him to the soundboard.
It's like, go on, do your thing.
It
worked. I'm predictable.
It was like a 50 shot.
Maybe this is like they train them to do this or some shit. It's like if you want to eat.
Underplay this shit. You introed this as a cool zoo story.
All right, it is a cool zoo story. This is the cool zoo story segment, and I will do it justice. So at the Denver Zoo in the lion area, it's like right, if I remember correctly, like right kind of like at the entrance. It's like this big thing, and they have like a kind of Pride Rock-esque rock right in the middle of it, kind of like a cliff thing. And as we were leaving the zoo, the lion literally walked up right, like the big one, like the male. Walked right up to the middle of the thing and like stood right on the tippy top of it and like let out this like giant roar that like made a bunch of people like in the area like jump.
Fantastic.
And I'm like, thank you. Like, that was
that's actually cool as hell.
Like that shit doesn't even happen in the wild probably. Like that was perfect.
That lion was just like, hold on, I saw this in a movie yesterday. Let me crank this one out.
I've always wanted to do
that movie was Madagascar.
It was Chicken Run. We followed up Wallace and Gromit, the wrong trousers, with some Chicken Run, and just really spoke to me. The way that penguin used those trousers to try and steal from the bank.
How about Wallace and Hobbit? That sounds like a fun thing.
Wallace and Hobbit is like where
I don't know. You guys got anything for that?
The ring, Gromit. The ring.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna keep pitching like softballs to Ian, and like you do something with this.
We gotta get that ring into Mount Doom.
Hold, Frodo. Gromit.
Okay. Yeah.
And then something about cheese, right? Right, guys?
That's like Lumbus.
The lesser known sequel to Something About Mary is Something About Cheese.
They say the moon's made of lumbus bread.
That's pretty good.
Thank you. if you've watched as much Wallace and Gromit and Lord of the Rings as I have, you can meld the two together pretty easily, if you ask me.
I don't know. I'm sure there's a Frasier joke in here somewhere.
Hold on. Wait, Frasier mixed with Wallace and Gromit, or Frasier mixed with Lord of the Rings?
Both.
Okay.
The trio collab that no one asked for.
But everybody secretly wanted.
All right. Let me think. Let me ruminate on this Frasier Lord of the Rings crossover. You guys can talk though.
So, how's it
How does
going?
this program work? How does this program work?
Not great. But, there you go. You're figuring it
There
out.
we go. Oh, I contributed. Let's go.
I love it.
It's a nice poster.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Feel free to get rid of that.
No.
No, we're gonna
It's Sam.
incorporate it.
Okay.
We're like a business that just turned a profit. We're gonna incorporate it.
Oh, Jesus God. Work on your Wallace and Gromit, Lord of the Rings.
I needed another incorporated
Frasier.
business, like I needed another hole in the head.
every single metaphor is just that. The whole metaphor.
Yeah. And I was at the end of my rope.
And I was at the end of my holes.
At the end of my holes.
Okay. Here's my Frasier Lord of the Rings crossover. It's not doing the voices, it's just who the characters would be. Obviously, Frasier and Niles are Merry and Pippin. Because they're brothers. And the dad is Gandalf. And Frodo is Eddie. And, no, hold on.
Maybe like a wishbone thing.
You know, I tasked you with doing this, realizing that I only really know Lord of the Rings in this situation.
Well,
See,
go
yeah,
watch all of Frasier and then come back here.
Yeah, go watch.
Okay, give me a second.
Hours of Frasier.
Give me a second. What's that on? Is that
Hulu.
Hulu.com? Oh, really? I guessed it right on the first one?
It's Huey. Huey Louie in the news.
Frasier. And don't worry, guys. I'm sure I'll get done this before the end of the show.
Before this drawing's done, maybe.
All right. Season 1, episode 1.
Yep.
The Good Son. Okay.
And here's my Frasier, Wallace and Gromit crossover.
I'm a Freudian psychiatrist and you're a Jungian psychiatrist, Gromit.
You're doing great, bud.
Thank you.
About time. Yeah.
It's about time.
That's really what they've been saying.
It's about time somebody crossed over Wallace and Gromit with Frasier.
Yeah.
Now, if you could just do what I asked, all three of them together.
Okay.
I'm surprised Sam and Frodo aren't Frasier and
I know, I thought about that, but
Played by Wallace and Gromit. Come on.
Okay, yeah. For Frodo and Sam are Wallace and Gromit. Eddie is Hold on, there's only 4
Gromit?
hobbits in that whole group, right?
Oh.
Or it's just Merry, Pippin, Sam, and Frodo.
I don't know.
I guess Eddie would be Aragorn. The dad, Martin, would be Gandalf. Daphne Moon would be Gimli. The Ring Wraiths are Maris.
Who is Roz?
Roz actually might be Gandalf. Maybe Roz is Legolas. No, Roz is definitely Legolas, because Roz fucks, and so does Legolas.
This is a laugh track show. So, I'm done watching Frasier.
Yep.
I got about 5 minutes into it, and I was like, well, I'm still on camera.
Let's get distracted. I need a laugh track for my soundboard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
you do.
this. It's not a laugh track.
I also,
How long does that go for?
That long.
how long does that go before Twitch mutes us?
Oh, good call. Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not saying Twitch would. I don't know how well they keep track of obscure Dutch songs that are used in SpongeBob in an episode of regular show, but
They only get mad if then you draw shit while listening to it.
truth.
Then you're done.
Poop, 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 poop. I needed another copyright strike. Like I needed another end of my rope.
Another end of my rope.
I had a rope that had 3 ends, and I don't quite know how that happened. Someone help me. These Christmas lights have been tangled for some time.
Hey,
Oh.
Brandon, can I get a bunch of air horns real quick?
You can.
You know what that means, Draw Boys. It's time for lips in the chat. Can I get a lips in the chat?
Lips
Let's
in
do
the
it.
chat.
In the chat.
Lips
Let's
in
do
the
it.
chat. Lips in the chat.
Lips in the chat. Hold on, I'm not posting my
Everybody's-
lips in the chat.
Everybody's
Like
favorite
how I
part
just-
of the show.
You like how I just took over Ian's segment?
I love it. I'm so glad because we've actually been surprisingly consistent with lips in the chat somehow. More so than any other chat jokes. By the way, chat, you're still Lois. Still keeping that around in the back of my pocket, my back
Is that
pocket.
a thing?
At one point, I've said that the chat's
Could
name
be.
was Lois, and I don't know why.
Sure.
But we called the chat Lois. I call the chat Lois sometimes.
You know what that means, chat. Stay in your lane.
Hey, Lois.
Oh, it's like a Family Guy thing. I was going
Is-
like,
it-
Lois
it-
Lane.
Oh no, it wasn't a Family Guy thing.
That's what I was
You made a pop culture reference, so I was like, I feel like you took the
You want
the Lois Lane one. I gotta.
You can't have every pop culture reference, Ian.
Well, exactly. I gave you Superman.
Yeah, well, he was the original.
He was the original Lois. No one was named Lois before Superman.
before Lois.
The first Lois.
Can't.
You can look it up. If anyone is named Lois and like they existed before Superman,
Holy shit! Is
Flat Earth QAnon.
oh, is the Superman and Lois Lane thing just Lewis and Clark?
Oh,
Well,
shit,
Lewis
you're
and
right.
Clark
Lois
both
and Clark.
dude.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like Lois and Clark.
They thought they were being clever.
I don't know.
Probably.
Do you guys?
right.
That is possible. Do you guys remember the show Hysteria from like the 90s? Like it was another Steven Spielberg cartoon, like Animaniacs.
No.
No.
Oh, so Hysteria was basically like comedic, like a comedy cartoon, but like about like history. So they'd use it as like an opportunity to like teach history sometimes.
Gross.
What's the Rihanna show? What's the Rihanna song I'm thinking of?
Umbrella.
Oh, Hysteria. No, but like, no, Disturbia.
Disturbia. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. So they did a.
That's a
they
good
did-
song, and forget about whatever you're talking about. Continue.
That's a good song.
But in Hysteria, they did a Lewis and Clark segment. Like they had like a series of segments about Lewis and Clark, but like Clark was Clark Kent, and then Lewis was Jerry Lewis. So they would
Oh.
do like these dumb Abbott and Costello bits. Like there was one where they're like rowing a boat down a river, and then Lewis is like, or Clark is like, "All right, Lewis, tell me which direction we're headed. We're going left, right?" And then Lewis is like paddling the boat. He's like, "Okay, we're going right," and he's just like, "No, we're going left." He's like, "We go left." He's like, "Right." "Okay, we're going right," and then they go off the waterfall.
Gee, I hate that.
Yeah. Who asked for that?
Clark Kent and Huey Lewis in the news.
Huey, Jerry Lewis in the news.
You know, Donald Duck's nephews. Huey Lewis and the news.
I believe the news was the one in the green, but that might have been Theodore.
Theodore was my favorite.
Hey, boys, why don't you
Oh.
sing me this song? Christmas, Christmas.
why are the Irish or Scottish?
because
it's Scrooge. Yeah.
Oh, I got you. I get it. All right.
Enemy boys, I'm gonna be swimming in me bottle of money from all your record sales. Can you sing me the Christmas song?
So I don't really recall. Not to go off on a tangent because we were very
No,
focused
get him away from
We
it.
were very
If he won't
focused on-
stop, and you know it.
But so Alvin and the Chipmunks. I don't recall. I remember the cartoon vaguely, but were they like performing like big shows? Why is Dave so insistent about forcing them to like sing like? and
I think it was like
practice
a
all the time?
Jackson 5 scenario.
Oh no.
Well,
Like
they
they
did
were-
some Michael Jackson stuff. I had a movie that feels more like a fever dream now.
Is that the one where Alvin turns into a werewolf?
It's the one where they hang out with Frankenstein. Speaking of Abbott and Costello type situations, like they legit did that. Like we
Yeah, they did.
beat movie monsters, like all of them.
They had like an Alvin and the Chipmunks, and there were like werewolves.
That sounds scary.
Well, it was scary because you could be a werewolf, and also you knew Alvin was turning into the werewolf because his hair was all messy.
Oh my god, there it is. Yep, it's a 30-minute thing called Rocking with the Chipmunks featuring Michael Jackson.
Wow.
That for some reason I had as a child, and it's just like, it's
great.
It's one of those memories like from your childhood where you're like, that sounds too ridiculous to be true. Like,
And yet, here we are.
and yet there it is.
There it is.
As an
That-
Amazon collectible.
Wow.
Don't call my childhood a collectible. That's rude.
That means your childhood is valuable if it's in mint condition and still in the packaging.
I won't let Bezos talk to me like that.
Yeah. Hey, is it fuck Jeff Bezos hour on DrawBomb?
Get
My
Bezos in the chat.
You know what time it is?
fuck you, Jeff.
You could probably
this fucking stream to
Ian.
get shut down.
yeah, I know, seriously, we're gonna do it to ourselves. We can probably like skip coloring the lines on everything in the frame. Save ourselves some time.
Like not color the whole.
Well, I don't know. Like, I'm trying to think of another style, like another way we could do it. Like, save
Instead of
ourselves
this long, complicated way that I'm
another
doing
hour. Like make it look just like lit up in the middle. I don't know.
The,
Like
the thinking draw boy is so good.
the effect. Yeah, I do love the
The
thinking
thinking.
job boy.
it. Well, here,
It does,
here's the
right now
here's
it
the
does
best
look like the
part.
room's lit up.
Here's the best part. We just we do the cast shadow going to the right, and then that can cover up pretty much most of this frame over here. And then we just have to do this little area right there, and like then we can be done with it. And
Require a rock paper pencil tonight.
we'll have a rock
That's
paper
it.
pencil. I know you love those.
They're my favorites.
They're a good time to be had by all. If they're
Also,
real
fuck Jeff
crowd
Bezos. What was that?
They're no, I think you about covered it.
Okay, yeah, fuck Jeff Bezos. I want to brush my teeth on and use Jeff Bezos's bald fucking head as a mirror. You hairless fuck.
Our channel is just gonna like switch over to like his face.
Yeah.
He's be like, "What
He
the
was
fuck?"
waiting for it.
I don't even know what Jeff Bezos sounds like. I
Um,
don't think I've ever heard him speak.
I bet he sounds exactly like how you'd think he sounds, but
He just
yeah,
opens
I
his
also
mouth and like a
haven't.
screeching noise comes out.
yeah.
That's about what I think.
Like scanners.
I think he
Or-
like had a cameo, like he had a speaking line in an episode of The Simpsons.
That sucks. He doesn't need more money. Why does he need
Yeah.
more money?
I don't know if
Probably,
he got paid.
probably
to
forced
be in The
them
Simpsons.
to put him on there.
Yeah.
I feel like he has the amount of money that he can just tell somebody, "Hey, I'm gonna be on your show this week," and they have to be like, "Oh, okay."
No.
Ah, shit.
Damn it.
Please don't
All
shut our
right.
servers down.
All right, boys, it's Bezos week. God damn it. We
God
knew
damn
this
it.
day would come. We've prepped for it.
First there was Shark Week. Then there was Bezos Week. where we hear Bezos speak.
I've just been watching a lot of Rick and Morty, so that just sounded like
It does sound like
interdimensional TV. Yeah.
You've heard of Shark? Yeah, it's just a bunch of Jeff Bezos is like sitting, like swimming in the ocean. Rawr.
Rawr.
Rawr. You look mighty delicious. I'm gonna eat ya.
I'm gonna eat you. There's nothing you can do about it. I bought out your entire city, kid. I don't know why he's the hard-boiled detective now.
I needed another server host like I needed a hole in the head.
Oh my god.
I needed another Funko Pop like I needed I needed another Funko Pop, to be honest. I feel like that's another thing I don't need another one of.
I've got my 4 right over there. You can't really see it in my camera, but they're right up here.
Well, I'm about to...
There they is. They up here.
I sees them.
There they are. That's all. Yeah, they're up there.
I'm gonna shout out what those Funko Pops are of, and you can't correct me. Silver Surfer,
Correction, there's only 3 Funko Pops.
Oh, Silver Surfer, Krampus, and that one dude from that organization in Final Fantasy VII.
The third one was actually super fucking close.
Ah.
Because it's Axel from Kingdom Hearts, who has for a lot of it the same voice actor as Reno from Final Fantasy VII.
And he's got red hair.
Yeah, and they both have eye markings. They're very similar characters. So that's actually super impressive because that was super close. No, the one that I'm assuming you're saying is Silver Surfer is actually just a white thing.
Oh, okay. Like those, you can buy them at like Blick or.
Yeah, and you can draw on them, whatever.
Yeah.
And then I guess the one you were saying was Krampus is Grog from Critical Role from their first campaign, and then kind of hidden behind that, I've got a Walter White.
Oh, nice. I see. Here's the thing. I actually knew that Grog one was from Critical Role. I just didn't know which character it would be, and I was like, Krampus is gonna be more fun.
Krampus from Critical Role.
Yeah.
The iconic Dungeons and Dragons character, Krampus.
that's
coming
right.
to a blockbuster near you.
Sometimes it just works out.
Oh my god, yeah, your timing with it has been perfect tonight.
Yeah, you're on the ball with that.
I'll try to keep it going.
I would say you're on the money.
I was gonna say you're on the bomb.
Oh,
you need like an explosion sound for sure.
I know. I don't have that.
I said he's on because he's got like a money one ready to go at.
Yeah, say it one more time.
You're on the money.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Here comes the money.
I better turn that off before we get like
copyright struck.
Yeah. I'm sure that's not.
It actually didn't occur to me until we started playing them on the episode, and I was just like, oh shit, wait, maybe.
Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know how long it has to play before they shut us down.
Yeah.
Fire Marshal says that this is too long of a sample.
Is that what the fire marshals are for?
Yeah.
This shit is fire.
Yeah, right. Somebody on Snapchat requested that I draw an alien riding a skateboard with a top hat. So.
Is that what you're working on right now?
I'm
Yeah.
excited to see that. That sounds great.
Excited to see that. Yeah.
Whoever suggested that, I respect them.
Yeah. They know what they want, and they're not afraid to ask for it.
Oh no, this is definitely coming out more cowboy hat. Nope, I'm gonna make it big.
Cowboy alien?
No. It ended up more cowboy hat than top hat for a second, and I was like, let me just make it. Let me just make it really, really big.
Got a stovepipe.
Yeah. Doug Dimmadome type shit.
Doug Dimmadome. Money. Sorry.
I have Somewhere Over the Rainbow playing. Like, it's nice, but that's not what I want out of my
It's not right.
noir jazz music.
From Wizard of Oz or the Israel Kamakawele?
I don't know, man. It's just on this YouTube playlist.
Well, you would know if it was the Israel one, because that's like the one that everyone loves, which is a great version of that song too. But you know,
I'm just gonna listen to the one that I had on the other night, with all the very cool comments where everyone was just doing monologues in the comments.
Yeah, we were
right
looking
back.
up noir music. Oh, he's gone. I can't tell you this story because you've already heard it.
Oh, you were starting to tell me? I'm so sorry. How rude.
That's
Go
okay.
ahead. Go ahead.
You can do your thing first. It's fine.
No, I want to hear this. I can't possibly do anything else now.
We were looking up like noir music on YouTube for research purposes, and we found the YouTube video that's like 18 hours of noir, or it's like 40 minutes, but
yeah, it's like an hour.
All the comments on the YouTube video were like people coming up with like different analogies, going like, "This beat rocked harder than California on the San Andreas Fault," or something. You know?
I like it.
Yeah, he was trying to buy more sand for his hourglass, and I wasn't selling any. That's just the whole, all the comments.
Literally every single one. Not one comment isn't doing that, and it's great.
She was the kind of dame who'd put a bullet in you, but you'd be grateful her face was the last thing you ever saw. Every comment was like that, so we had a good like hour and a half where we were all just listening to it at the same time and just repeating our favorite comments in that sort of voice.
That's great.
I needed more comments, like I needed another hole in my barn.
Boy, my layers are all messed up. I don't know where anything is.
Some things are colored on the shadow layer, and it's a mess. We're almost done with it. I just gotta.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I was just trying to find the shadow layer I had that was like a little bit opaque.
I'm gonna use this light as a nice welcome respite from having to do these fucking shadows. I don't know why I ever started doing this. This was a terrible idea. This was a mistake. I needed more Venetian blinds, like I needed,
Alright, I'll be back.
Alrighty.
Don't start telling a story right as I'm getting up, because I won't listen.
So there's this one time.
So zoo stories.
Cool zoo stories. Beer, 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 beer.
Beer, 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 beer.
Air horn, air horn, air horn, air horn. I don't have any cool zoo stories. All my zoo stories are like, I want nice are the monkeys.
Did you know that in the Philly Zoo? I mean, once upon a time, you know, it's not a wise idea to go to the zoo currently, but
no.
They would they let you drink there, and they have like little alcohol sections.
What the fuck? How did I never know this?
Dude, it like there's this one little like you're going around the outside part, you know what I mean? And there's just like a cutaway that has a bar. And then we like me and my family being the drinking types, we were like, okay, me and my dad were gonna go to this bar thing and tell my sister and my stepmom, if you guys want to like go do a thing, like we're gonna be here for a while. And then I guess the bartender, she saw us like kind of standing around, and she comes out from behind the bar and goes, you know, you guys can just like go. And we're like, all right, 3 more each so that we can like.
Can I get 30 highballs?
I mean, it was just I just had like a cider, but you know.
Oh yeah. Still, I didn't know that. You're telling me I could have been like drunk off my ass looking at some Zaboomafoo's?
Dude, yeah, and it was near the Zaboomafoo's.
God. Oh, I know the exact spot you're talking about then. Shit, I think that was always closed whenever I happened to go there.
Yeah, that little cutout area.
Mm-hmm. God damn. I need a. If the zoo's ever open again.
Like I need another hole in my head.
Yeah, I need another zoo trip. Like I need a hole in my head.
As I was walking in the room through the headphones, I could hear "hole in my head." I'm like, all right, good. I didn't miss anything.
Didn't skip a beat.
All right, are we done on this one?
Almost. Just help me with you see what I got going on with these individual blinds here? Just can you?
Oh yeah.
help?
I can learn the
Help
name.
me out here.
Jesus. Oh God.
Since I seen my wife and my kids,
Who's that guy?
and it's really haggard.
My
Stressed
wife and
out
my
guy
kids.
with the Wisconsin accent. My wife and my kids, they ended up moving all the way to
My
Oklahoma
wife.
with assumed identities.
Jesus Christ.
All right,
She
let's
said
lay
that
it
they
on.
saw a murder and an FBI agent took them somewhere, but I don't think that's true because,
That's
It's
just
right-
the plot of Fargo.
well, there was except I didn't kidnap her to inflate my flagging car sales. I forget why she gets kidnapped.
I haven't watched Fargo, but
Not
been-
spoil
I believe
it,
you.
but I guess it's right in the beginning. He's trying to get a ransom out of his father-in-law who won't lend him any money, but is like loaded.
Right.
interesting.
And, it's
And
like,
boy, oh
but
boy, does shit go south.
his father-in-law hates him, and his wife kind of hates him, and he's just trying to get this car sales place going, and no one will like help him out, and so he like fakes a kidnapping, but then
Here's
shit goes sideways.
Here's the product here.
I fucking love it.
That's awesome.
It's pretty
That's
good.
fantastic. The only thing is, I don't know what trick he's doing because you don't have the score multiplier at the bottom of that picture. Everyone knows that every skateboard, anytime you get a skateboard, you get an immediate score multiplier at the bottom of your vision. It also lets you know if you're balancing the triangle well enough.
Gotta balance that triangle.
That's all Tony Hawk is it's a triangle balancing game.
It's like
Once
Flappy
you
Bird.
break it down. Perfect.
Kickflip, 150 points. Pretty simple stuff. He's
100
just starting out.
perfect
First day.
stuff.
He's still in the tutorial.
Yeah, right.
I think I made this comparison to you, Ian, but Tony Hawk is just Flappy Bird, basically.
Yeah, basically. You just
Just
gotta
like-
keep on.
It's just like
Well, I mean, his name is Bird too.
exactly
perfect.
so that the original.
Flappy Hawk is more like it. I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
Alright. Speaking of birds and Tony Hawks, there is an episode of Whose Line Is It Anyway? After they got Aisha Taylor to start hosting it. Like, they
Yes.
started doing this thing where every episode has a celebrity guest who comes
okay.
on and, like, it participates in, like, a sketch and maybe more if they're any good. And so they have Tony Hawk on in the one episode, and of course he comes in riding on a skateboard. That's it.
I
That's
mean-
the whole story.
Does he stop on the show, or does he just ride past?
He participates in, I believe, a sketch.
Oh wow,
It's the one.
sounds great.
Oh yeah.
Sounds funny.
It's you know,
he might
he's
have been
alright.
good. I don't know. I have no reason to
He's
shit on
alright,
Tony Hawk's
you know.
improv skills. I have no reason to think he's bad.
they're nothing to write home about, but he seems like he's having a good time, and honestly, you're just like watching him on the show. You're just like, well, I'm glad he's having a good time.
Do they like toss some of these guests like easier improv situations? Because improv's hard.
You know, like, I think so, because, like, for instance, they have one of the dudes from Boys to Men on, and they have him be like,
Motown Philly's back again.
but they have the guy from Boys to Men. You know that sketch where, like, you stand at the table and there's a bunch of props, and then someone, like, loops their arms through your armpits, and, like, they're your arms?
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm
So
familiar.
they do that, except he's the guy who's, like, getting the arms looped through his armpits, so, like,
That's an
I,
easy
or
one.
that, or he was the arms. I'm pretty sure he was the guy getting the arms looped through his armpits.
I needed another draw bomb like I needed another hole in my head. I'm really into body modification. See, so it's a good thing now.
Yeah,
It's like I really wanted it.
that's coming
Now
from
you
a guy who loves holes in his head.
Right, exactly.
I had a corkscrew all ready to go.
Oh, my bad. I got the angle wrong on these.
How dare you?
Perspectives.
Perspective
Lights.
is shit part. I don't know why I ever started any of this.
You like to go hard mode.
I was like, you know what's quintessential to a noir picture is like the shit, the blinds, and like the dark.
Yeah.
room.
Right. Good big
I mean,
bro.
it looks good, and I'm probably not doing as good a job as you are, but
Oh, that's okay. At this point, I don't even fucking care anymore.
You want me to come in and fuck the whole thing up? I've got that power.
your poster's
Yes.
still on the wall in the picture. It's a nice touch.
It's
Yeah.
pretty good.
I would like it if like a private detective had like a happy like the kitten hanging on the branch going like.
Hang in there, yeah.
I was actually gonna do that exact poster, but we already did that joke on a previous.
Oh yeah, true. I think Gravity Falls has my favorite variation of that joke.
Which is.
So like they have like that cat poster joke, and the caption says, "Hang on to that tree branch or you'll die, cat."
That was good.
Yeah, Gravity Falls is a good show. Oh yes, we never really got around to this, but while we're finishing up this fucking blinds, what kind of TV have you guys been watching lately?
I have been watching pretty consistently Bob's Burgers when I go to sleep, but I think I've told you that like a million times now, Ian.
Yes, it is one of your go-tos.
It's my sleepy shows, but that and Always Sunny are my sleepy shows. But I just finished up both seasons of His Dark Materials.
Oh, how's that?
Incredible.
Oh,
so
awesome. I'll have
And
to
I
check
had
it out.
never read the novels when I was a kid.
Yeah, I haven't either.
Nor had I watched the Golden Compass movie. But that's what it's based on. And
Oh, okay.
they did
Makes sense.
the Golden Compass movie is just one book in like a trilogy. Whereas for the show for HBO they're doing it each season is one of the
Got
books,
it.
so they spread it out. And when I saw that Lin-Manuel Miranda was in it, I was like, ugh, God. But
I bet she's gonna rap.
Right, and I just think about like I just think about the picture where he's biting his lip and it just sucks so bad.
Yeah.
But no, his character actually is my favorite in the show.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
Yeah,
I'll have
I'm
to
very
check it out.
excited for season 3.
It makes sense that it's a Golden Compass. I saw like the War polar bear, and I'm like, why does that look so familiar? What have I seen there?
Yeah,
I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen it. In the,
Let's see.
Leviathan Den says.
Den.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
There you go. You got it. You read it out.
No, you're the guest. You do it.
I'm
Yeah,
not
you
good at
insist.
reading.
I'd-
Something about Mary. Nope, I fucked it.
Okay.
Something about having a glass of 18-year-old's Balvenie Scotch and watching you guys draw is so chill.
I think it's Balvenie.
Sure, that's exactly how it's pronounced, Ian.
It's so correct. Also, I completely was misinterpreting that. I thought because it started with something about having a glass of 18-year-olds, and I was
I like
just
that he spelled
what the
olds
fuck?
wrong. It's like he stole some kid's bottle of scotch.
Right.
Well, the kid's not old enough anyway, so he doesn't get to have it.
Something about stealing liquor from children.
It's like
watching
stealing.
you guys draw is just so in the zone.
This
That's
is
the
like
thing I like
stealing
about
scotch
18-year-old
from a
scotch.
baby.
I keep getting older, it stays the same casket age.
All right, Ian. I think this one's done.
It's fucking done, man. Take it
stop.
away.
Yes, Leviathan Den. I often weekly am drinking, watching these two boys draw and talk, and it's just about the greatest start to my week that I can ask for. So I, of course, have as I've said multiple times tonight, strong-armed my way into this appearance by
you've earned
shaming Ian constantly.
No,
Look,
we
man,
love
you
having
can't-
guests on,
Firstly,
honestly.
Yeah, we love having guests on. Second of all, you can't shame me. What shame was there has been eroded through years of my antics. So you're golden.
Hey, Ian, tell me when you're done so I can save it, because I like what you're doing, Ian.
Shit.
A little bit.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's the stuff. I'm gonna save this.
Wait,
real
actually,
quick.
one more thing.
Go
I'm so
ahead.
sorry. I'm sorry.
That's the DrawBomb.
Hey, that's the DrawBomb in the picture.
Hey,
What time do you guys normally go to?
Around 10.
Yeah.
So we have time for
Well,
rock, paper, pencil.
We got enough
do
time.
you?
Maybe it would be a quickie.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just draw one drawing in the show. It just depends what we're feeling.
Yeah. Oh, I know, but again, I'm dictating tonight.
That's
that,
fair.
rock, paper,
That's your.
pencil.
Well, we can do that. I mean, as long as you don't have any place to be.
No, I'm gonna be drawing something.
Okay, excellent. We also have
Let's
one.
rock, paper,
Ian,
pencil.
did you want to open the art trade on air, or do you want to wait till after? We don't have to.
We can do that real quick if you. I mean, I'm curious.
You can wait
what
if
it
you
is.
want. It's up to you.
Do you want to see us? Who wants to see us open drawings we mailed each other
We
on
mailed
the
each other
air?
some
I
art.
do. That sounds cute.
Yeah,
as
I
hell,
think we
right?
should. I think we should.
Okay. I'm gonna go get your package.
All right, I'm gonna start opening this one.
Leviathan Den says, "Can't wait to see that drawing you're doing for me." By the way, I don't know who's doing.
I can't wait to see. Alright, shit, you know what? I should have brought something over I could, like...
Yeah.
Ian, I need to get you a ring light or something. Your lighting is just so atrocious.
I know, right? It's bad. I'm cutting open this package with fingernail clippers.
I'm hey audience. I'm gonna talk to you right now while they're opening all that pretty noisily apparently.
It came with cheese puffs.
It did.
Did you
should
know?
eat them all.
Hey, did you know that those things are edible actually?
Oh yeah, I think I
the,
remember you
the
telling
newest
me
ones
about-
are. They're like
Tell me-
biodegradable.
Tell us the show
Yeah.
about that.
One time when I was in a science class, a teacher of mine was like, "Ooh, I got a package." Like I suppose it was for show. Now that I think about it, like he had planned this whole encounter. He was a weirdo. He zapped children with a cattle prod. Something about electricity. I don't know, man.
I feel like you're
learning.
bearing the lead on this story.
Anyhoozle. So he said, I got a package, and then he starts opening this box that has like those little styrofoam
The
pellet
peanuts.
things. The little packing peanuts. And then he goes, "Oh, love these things," and he starts eating them as a horrified class of junior high schoolers were like, "What the hell is going on?" And he's like, "Oh, actually, science. It's made of something biodegradable and therefore able to be ingested." So we spent the next like 15 minutes, all of us eating packing peanuts.
Nice.
Which
I bet
just
you
because
they-
it's edible doesn't mean it's healthy. But
Yeah.
I bet you they taste exactly like the circus peanuts.
Yeah, I bet they do.
no, they taste like nothing.
Did your shit come out weird that night? Did you
I don't
poop
have
weird?
that. I've made a lot of mistakes in my life, and I don't have that good of a memory anymore.
All of his
Where
poop
was it on the poop scale?
We can't talk about
was
this.
it a number 1 or was it like a number 8?
It not relevant enough to make it through the memories of my college years and
Should
all the
I-
destruction I caused on my long-term memory.
Should I post the poop scale in the Discord? No, I'm not gonna do that.
Ian, this
Yeah,
is very
if you
difficult
want
to
less
open.
of a community.
Yeah. Okay, I've gotten to the point where I feel like I'm about to like see what this package is
You
of.
can keep going if you want. I still got some work to do to get into
All right,
this.
yeah, I told you, like, I showed my mom that thing, and she taped it up like eight.
Yeah,
like, just
she did
took
not
it
want
out
me.
of my hands.
I'm just trying not to destroy it the best I can.
I felt like what I had was adequate. Okay, I
you...
love this. This is incredible. Now I feel bad because this is way better than what
Oh,
I did.
come on.
Alright, everyone, so this is what I have now, and my life is enriched for it, I think.
It's a little
Whoa.
bust.
Wow. Wow.
Fucking
That's
incredible.
Actually super great.
You gotta check out the detail. It's like fake marble, like texture is on it.
Yeah.
A crack in the back. Like, wait, there it is. Yeah, he's got like.
That's insane.
This is way better than what I sent you. This is incredible.
Oh,
It's
come
cool
on.
as hell.
I'm trying to get this out.
God damn, that's cool. I'm so happy. Like, I immediately am happy that this is in my life the moment. I see
That's
it.
so sick.
So I didn't want to
I
give
want
in that.
I would buy one for a reasonable amount of
I
money.
believe
This
that, but
could
I
be
don't want to
the
make
first
another
thing
one.
we sell, and then it's no longer special to me. But
Why? Because you have the original. Why wouldn't that be special? Come on.
the prototype.
Yeah, are you not sentimental? Because I know you are.
Oh no, I'm 100%.
Exactly. So.
I
Some
kind
of
of
the-
kept it secret that I kind of tried to keep it secret that it wasn't a drawing. And I wasn't sure if like getting it in the mail made it clear because it's like a box. It's
You know, it set off some alarm bells because the box is like this, and I was just like, shit, I sent Brandon a way bigger drawing than he sent me. Or maybe he folded it.
He sent me a literal draw bomb.
Yep,
did.
a literal.
I mailed Ian a bomb.
Yep.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
They're coming for me.
is this anthrax?
It's pure cocaine. Yep. There you
This
go.
is awesome.
Enjoy the ride, buddy. Got a blast.
This is Sir Goodnight Theodore. That's this. My cat's not in here, but this is his face. That's awesome, dude. Thank you.
You're welcome, man.
Fantastic.
Morgan's
That's
gonna
A+.
like this too. Yes.
Yeah, I
very
figured
good.
that everyone in the house, including the cat, could appreciate that.
Yes. I mean, when I got the package, I set it down, and the very first thing that happened was Theo sat on top of it because he's a cat. And it's
He
a
knew
box.
Theo sat on it.
That's awesome, dude. Thank you.
That's fantastic.
I still think, I mean, not only is this great, but fucking golden tooth.
It came out pretty
and
good.
here's here's the piece of artwork that I received for both Brandon and Ian.
Oh, good. It got there in one piece.
Yeah, right.
Hold on, mine was a two-parter. I don't think you got the second hand yet.
Right. What if just like another hand came out? Yeah, right.
Yeah, I made that amidst the Santas when I needed a break. We were all sculpting
Yes.
stuff.
I fucking
Well,
love it.
Discovery cat art is undefeated.
That's awesome.
I love it. I'm glad. I'm glad you enjoy Sir Knight Theodore.
I do. It's great. Shall we do a rock paper pencil?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm good with it. Let's do it.
Can you import like JPEGs into
Yeah.
this handy dandy program?
You sure can.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Then I will do a little sketchy sketch here.
Hell
What should
yeah.
the theme be?
I don't know.
Oh,
I-
Luke,
I decided the theme for the the title slide, and that took up the entire show. So I feel like I'm not allowed to pick again.
Well, no, I mean that was a good one. I liked it.
Yeah.
Anybody in the chat got a vague theme, perhaps?
You know, just in case the chat doesn't sound off quite as quickly or as.
Yeah, I guess we are kind of like.
I'm gonna say, can it be something about busts? Like,
Sure.
Yeah, tread lightly there, Top Cat.
Something busty, you're saying.
Right? Yeah, you know,
Maybe-
like 3 holes in a barnyard wall.
something that can
I
keep my
needed
mind
3
depressed.
holes in my barnyard wall. Like I needed a. I don't know. A fourth hole.
Like I needed a milking machine behind one of those
Oh
holes.
God.
God, I can't stop thinking about the modern Waldo one.
Yeah.
With Ian's expert Waldo vision. That was fantastic.
That was great.
Thank you.
Yeah, let's go think the thing.
The theme. Okay, so yeah, what if it's like unfortunate ways to be memorialized?
I could work with that potentially.
Yeah, I could get into that.
And you have to participate, Tyler, because we've never had a rock paper pencil with a third person didn't participate.
It's true.
Yeah. Oh
People
no,
have drawn with the
I'm
mouse.
I'm here. Literal pencil paper.
Where's your rock?
Right here. I got a rock for you, buddy.
Hey.
Hey.
And then yeah, I'm just going to take a picture of it and upload the JPEG onto.
Sounds good.
Or I'll send it to you, Ian, to upload it as a JPEG because I might paste it in there and it might take up the entire screen. I don't know how this program works.
If you want, if you're feeling a little bit, timid when it comes to draw pile, if you can post it in the show stuff chat and then I'll post it up
cool.
there.
No, I think the word you're looking for is anxious because every second of my life am I feeling anxious. So.
Oh yeah, anxiety. It's great.
This show brought to you by anxiety. The flavor saver.
Yeah, that's right.
As long as your flavor is something very bad's about to happen all the time.
At every point. Are you having a good time? Well, guess what? Now you get to think about something that's gonna go wrong, or how we're all gonna die, or the heat death of the universe.
If you're anxious about that, then I mean.
I'm just really afraid what it's gonna be like a billion years from now.
Yeah, I'm worried about my great. Nah, they won't be around anymore by that time.
Oh yeah.
You think we'll make it to the end? Come on.
No.
Alright, so we doing unfortunate memorials?
Yeah, I think so. Unless you guys have any humdingers you really whip out.
I'll whip out a humdinger.
I needed another
Whoa,
humdinger.
buddy,
Hey.
that's a felony.
Hey.
Right, we talked about this, guys. Come on now.
No, I'm trying to get some inspiration here.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I'm gonna make yet either.
But I'll get there. Unless there's a couple of humdingers in there. Constant existential dread.
Humdingers in the chat.
That's just.
Alright. I have your layer hidden, Ian.
Alright, I'm gonna hide all your guys' layers now.
Okay.
Mine is hidden because it's a sketchbook.
It's on your
it's on my desk.
Just don't angle your... Oh, we got lips in the chat. Hell yeah.
Lips
That was
in
from
the
me.
chat.
That was from me, so it's not that impressive.
Dude, we got lips
I'm
in the
impressed.
chat.
even if I showed my thing, I don't think you could really even see
Still,
what's going on.
yeah, I would have to like zoom in or something.
You know, yeah.
You'd have to have one of those cameras that follows your head. Whoa! What am I gonna draw? I always feel weird when I come up with the theme and then I'm just like, great, I got nothing. It got a little bit of the follow.
It's trying. It's trying.
Yeah.
I gotta. Let me think here. What am I gonna do, guys? What's gonna happen here?
Oh, I know I'm gonna draw. It's not very good, but I'm gonna do it.
This is the dumbest idea ever, but I'm gonna do it.
I was about to be like, oh yeah, what's your idea? Because if that's not the whole point of the segment.
I thought you said this was their favorite.
I'm gonna keep mine kind of simple. Because I know we're pushing it.
Yeah, mine's like just the dumbest thing.
I've been listening to like smooth jazz this whole time. It's been really pretty good.
Sounds smooth as hell.
Sounds very smooth jazz. You're listening to smooth jazz, rock, paper, pencil. We're rocking your paper and your pencil. It's like Rochambeau, except we're taking this on the road.
Rochambeau.
Rochambeau. I've been listening to The Cure this whole time in the background.
Ooh, that's real good though.
It's good stuff.
Which album?
We've gone through a couple at this point. So it went through The Faith, and then right now it's finishing up Pornography.
Nice. Apparently they've got a new album coming.
Really?
Yeah.
Have you guys seen that? Like, it's like a brief clip.
And Robert Smith said that it's gonna be their, and I quote, saddest yet.
Oh boy. That's a tall order.
So what clip are you talking about?
It's Robert Smith, and he's like, it's like a 10, like the clip I saw was like 10 seconds long, even though it's part of like a whole interview, but like, it's this really peppy young reporter, and she's like on the carpet or whatever, and she's like, oh my god, and it's Robert Smith The Cure! And then she goes up to Robert Smith, and he's like there looking like he does, and if you know what Robert Smith with The Cure looks like in like public, it's fucking nuts, and like and I mean that in the best of ways. Like, he just doesn't give a fuck, and I respect his moxie so much. So then like she comes up and she's like, oh my god, Robert Smith, how does it feel? Are you excited that The Cure is gonna be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And then he just goes, I don't think as much as you are. And then that's like the clip.
It's a good response.
Or no, she says, are you as excited as I am that The Cure is gonna be in the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame? And he's just like, from the sounds of it, no.
Yeah.
I'll see if I can find it. I'll post it in the Discord chat as well. Because my saying it just doesn't do it justice. It's like, I love his energy. It's great.
Was it coincidence that you went to that right from Rochambeau? Because there's an episode of South Park where they're all Rochambeauing each other, and then Robert Smith shows up and does it to Mecha Streisand.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about that, actually.
Is that right? Am I recalling that correctly?
I think, wasn't it Jimmy Eat World, not The Cure?
I think it was The Cure.
It might have been The Cure.
Yeah, it was The Cure.
Is Jimmy Eat World in an episode of,
Not that I recall. But I could be wrong.
Okay, I posted the clip in the Discord. I made her sound a lot peppier and happier than she actually sounds in the thing, but she's still very excited, and he's just like, okay, I'm here doing a press junket, babe, but I can't be on my heels all happy like you are. He doesn't say that either. I'm just saying that's a general vibe.
Yeah, is that what it is?
Yeah, it's how it is, isn't it? It's how Robert Smith from The Cure talks. The Cure talks. We need a cure more than ever nowadays.
Ain't that for sure.
No one would take it anyway.
Guys, we all know that Robert Smith is just an excuse to get Bill Gates' microchips in us.
Exactly. Alright. You gotta wake up pretty early.
I may have been born on a day, but I wasn't born yesterday.
unless this is August 29th, then shit, you got me there.
Oh shit. I've got a funny zoo story.
Yes.
Yeah, let's
We're talking cool zoo stories.
Yeah! If you are ready for the zoo and you ready for the cool, then you're ready for the cool zoo stories. I'm sorry to black people because what I sounded like. I was using black vernacular there. Also, I'm just sorry to black people in general. Anyways, for America and white people. But anyways, cool zoo stories. We went to the zoo the one time and Brandon was there. And then I was like, guys, let's go to a brewery. It's right there. And then we walked for like 40 minutes, and they were not right there.
So
they
this
were
is
closed.
this is a cool brew story instead.
It's a
Whoa.
cool zoo story. And then we went all the way to the barcade in Philly, and then we found out it was Brandon. Well, we actually knew that ahead of time, but we had forgotten for like the entire day. But then we found out it was Brandon's birthday.
Oh.
I kept it
Weird.
secret, kind of, because not secret. Like I had brought it up before, but I didn't want to be like, guys, it's my birthday, entertain me. I was on vacation already, so it didn't really matter. I was already doing birthday-esque things, eating and drinking a lot, hanging out with friends. You know,
That's what you do on your birthday.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, I didn't feel
Not
it
this
was
year,
necessary.
or last
No.
year rather, but you know.
No, not this year.
No, this was 2017, I want to say.
Yeah, correct. It was a fun time. Yeah, also,
That was a fun
the place was closed. That was after the museum, not the zoo.
No. It was we did it twice. I was
shit.
replaying the hits.
Oh shit! I don't remember that happened twice.
Oh yeah, no. See, we got out of the zoo, and I was like, we were looking for a place to get drunk, as you do after you go to the zoo, and you don't realize apparently there's a fucking bar at the zoo.
Well, yeah, but that's very expensive. It's like worse than ballpark prices.
True. I assume that's the case. City of Philly's got to make money. So yeah, I was like, oh, apparently there's a brewery right down the street, and then we walked what we thought was just down the street, which was like a 30-minute walk.
I remember
we did the turn to the left song.
We were looking up the because at the end of whatever that song's called, he brags about how like he's got another version coming out soon, but I have never heard the other version.
Yeah.
So that came up in conversation. We looked it up, and apparently the other versions are the same song, but he just gives you different directions in different orders.
Yeah, it's all the same directions, it's all the same song lyrics and everything, but like just kind of structured, like the steps are a little bit arranged differently. It's so miniature, like minute, like changes.
There's a reason nobody's ever heard it.
Yeah. So yeah, we walked for like 30 minutes to what we thought was the bar, and then we got there and the fucking place was closed.
It was. It's true. Okay, it came back to me.
Wait,
now.
so where did you walk from?
The zoo.
To
you know
yeah, to
Do you know where like the lofts
to
at
Fishtown?
No. Do you know where like the
Well,
lofts
you
at
said you went to Barcade.
Well, no, but that was after. That was like well after,
Oh,
like
okay.
later on. But do you know where like the lofts at Brewery Town are?
No.
Okay, they're like very fancy, like business person lofts, but like they're up by the zoo, and like the place was basically like down the street. So like they also fucked us up because I was like Brewery Town. That sounds like a brewer. No, they kept showing up Brewery Town because we were looking for a brew pub.
Okay.
That was in the area, and then we walked for like a good 30 minutes. And on the hot day, and yeah, they were close. And then we did it again like 2 days later. We went to the fucking museum, and then I was like, "Hey guys, let's take a walk down the lovely boardwalk that goes a lot from the zoo down the river to like Center City," and not forgetting that that's a 2-hour walk.
Yeah.
And then we did that, and then we got to the place that I was saying, like, it was, you know, Good Dog?
I love Good Dog. That's the
Yeah,
Center City.
I love Good Dog too. So we walked from the museum down the boardwalk to Good Dog, and then Good Dog was fucking closed for the summer.
That's unfortunate. Good Dog's one of my favorites.
I
know.
They got all them pictures of dogs everywhere.
It's all
Hey,
hearsay.
They've also, the reason I wanted to go was because they got them Good Dog burgers.
Oh, where it's got the cheese inside of it?
Yeah.
When Ian was here, we went to a place called Blue Dog, and they also have pictures of good boys all over.
It's true, they do. You know what might have been one of my favorite experiences from the most recent visit, aside from like all of it, but also was us like screaming Ballroom Blitz in the back of your car.
We had fun. That was after the show, right?
We had a fucking dope time. We went to, cause like the first time I went to Michigan, we saw an 80s cover band, and then that was a great time. And we were all, I mean, it helped I was like 4 Long Island iced teas deep.
The best way to start any story.
Oh, yes. So we, you know, like, I came to Michigan again the most recent time, and we were like, there's no shows going on, so we can't go. And then we found out like 2 days before I was leaving that they'd had scheduled some kind of show. It was like power ballads. What was the? It was
some kind of just like it was like, wasn't it like 70s rock?
It was like 70s and 80s rock, but they had like a specific like hair metal, I think was
it was like a hair band show. That's right.
So like they were doing like all sorts of covers. So we went again and like had a fucking, and I also got hammered again, and we danced like damn fools, like to the point where like randos from the crowd would join in dancing with us because we were just like cutting so loose on that dance floor.
It was a good time.
It was a great time.
Side note, I feel bad that I can't color this.
Oh, you're good.
It's fine.
Mine is done, by the way. I just finished.
I'm not sure I'm gonna color mine.
You don't have to.
I'll drop mine into the show stuff. At the expense of.
Well, since Brandon finished, he can handle that.
Yeah, I can do that.
So then that way the mystery is still alive. Although, yeah,
it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter.
Good show. Good show.
It's pretty fun, right?
I'm a fan. Alright, so let's see here. It is going to be gigantic, but I can shrink it down.
You see, that's what I was worried about.
I can do this. Oh, there we go.
Yep. Oh god. Oh god. It just took up the whole fucking screen.
It's all right. I fixed it.
Oh no. Oh jeez.
Oops. Oh, I have to do it again. My bad.
That's too funny. It's gonna do it again. Oh.
No, yeah, but I got it this time.
Okay.
That worked pretty well.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. I'm just glad I could draw on the DrawBomb.
Yeah, you did good.
I'm almost done.
Take your time. I got nowhere to be.
I would watch this movie.
Right?
Can't say the name of what that film would be.
It gives away the entire thing.
I would also watch the James Franco reboot.
Oh, yeah.
Is that like The Room?
Sure.
Sure. Why not?
That's a clip we need to get for soundboards.
Yeah, I need to add a bunch.
Tell me about Lisa.
I haven't added any of you guys' suggestions yet.
That's alright. We were kind of throwing them out there pretty fast.
I wrote them all down. I'm gonna grab a lot of them.
I am almost done. I'm just finishing writing the actual joke.
Okay. I was gonna say, I don't think either of us titled ours or anything, but that's okay. Don't have to.
Mine is a pretty obvious title.
Yeah, that's very true.
If you don't know the title of mine, then I don't know. You've never experienced pop culture in
You
the
haven't
last
lived.
80 years. I guess I don't know.
Basically.
Almost done. Okay. I think.
Down, hands up.
Hold on one sec. I just gotta do.
Classic Ian.
I know, right?
1 sec.
I do that a lot. I'm fucking this up now. Classic Ian move, fucking it up.
When will he learn?
Never.
I always like watching you draw on the Twitch with the hidden layer because it's just like the little icon. Just
Yeah, you
on the,
see it
like-
frantically moving around.
Yeah.
Alright, I think I've I'm good.
Ready for the reveal?
Yeah.
Alright.
Come on.
Flatulicious seems pretty excited to be.
Ripper, stinkiest fart. Thou who smelleth it as telleth it. Ooh.
The
That's a sneaky boy.
unfortunate memorial would be to have yours like right below it or to the or near
Yeah.
it.
I like to think that he didn't want anyone to know he did smell it, but like they've memorialized him as like a dirty trickster who is
Flatulicious. then we got Planet of the Snapes right there in the
Planet
middle.
of the Snapes, yeah, which
Yeah.
is the pretty obvious title.
Yeah. That's a good one.
God damn you all to hell.
It appears we've caged another Potter.
Yeah, right.
Astronauts, they go to space and then they go through a warp and they land on a planet that's all Professor Snape's ruling the whole planet.
Yeah.
I'd watch it.
Hello, when you landed from Earth, did you bring your potions textbook?
Page 297.
No. Well, we're gonna have to put you in the cage.
Yeah, right.
I'm a bad guy, but it turns out I'm a good guy, but I'm still kind of a bad guy.
I'm
Yeah,
already
it's-
afflicted, don't you understand, Harry?
Let me save this.
And then,
I was an incel.
and then we have
Yeah,
Jim Sharp
basically.
over here.
Jim Sharp.
Jim Shar that's a great one.
That's but whose gravestone is just their initial really big.
Jim S.
Yeah, Jim
I-
S.
Look, I'm just trying to make a joke work, okay? Can't you see?
John Hancock.
I do not want the world to know my entire last name for as long as I shall be memorialized.
It would
My
be
family
embarrassing.
could only afford the first letter.
And
Yeah.
also, fuck Jonathan Hart. He shall
That
be
sucks.
known as Shart forever.
That's right. We got
Yeah, Jim
upgrades.
S is a man with a plan.
That's
Jim
right.
S's
We got
last name is
upgrades
shit,
next
and he
to
was embarrassed,
fuck Jerry.
so he found a way to be dignified.
Now, is there any significance to these dates that you've written here?
No, I just wrote random dates.
Okay.
I see that Hart was buried after.
Oh yeah, that
That's
kind
the
of changes
question,
the
was-
joke.
was there or was there like a family thing where they were like, God damn it, we have to bury him there, but Ah, God. Oh, it was his last wish.
It's the
Oh,
only
that
plot
Jim, he
left.
always one of those giant S's.
Oh God. All right, plugs.
You go first.
Me? Oh, I have a show on Twitch. It's called DrawBomb. You should watch it sometime.
When
it's on
is it?
Mondays. It's on Mondays at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Is it any good?
No, it's terrible.
Yeah, I heard it's bad. I heard nobody likes it.
Yeah. And how about you, Ian? Got anything to throw out there?
I do my own streaming show at 8 p.m. on Mondays Eastern Standard Time. It's
Oh.
called DrawBomb. No relation to DrawBomb.
Seems like a schedule conflict.
It is. It's a schedule and naming conflict. We really have to work it out. Other than that, tip your waitresses. Don't go to restaurants at all. But if you do, tip them like 800%.
Yeah, there you go. I'm back to work in like a couple days. Really fun.
Oh jeez.
Tyler, do you have anything you'd like to plug?
Well, it's really weird because I actually have a Twitch streaming show called Illustration Dynamite that's at 5 p.m. Eastern Pacific time.
Oh,
It's
better
at 5
name
p.m.
too.
Pacific time on Twitch. No, I'm Plead The Filth. Go find me anywhere on the internet at Plead The Filth.
Yes.
Or check out the gaming channel at Hidden Pixel Play everywhere on the internet. Or, you know, if you forget me and you watch this show, then you won't forget me because I'm an asshole in the chat.
That's right.
Lips in the chat.
Lips
Yep.
in the chat.
Twitch.tv/Hidden Pixel Play. I do a monthly Dungeons and Dragons session on Saturday afternoons once a month called Brunches and Dragons. It's pretty good, I think. That's all. Thank you.
Sounds
I
great.
was gonna, yeah, that sounds fantastic. And I was on the one Brunches and Dragons.
The last one, I think there should be a VOD on our Twitch channel, and the YouTube one should be coming this week. But Ian and I have been severely slacking on it,
Gotcha.
so you know.
Well, it'll be coming soon. In the meantime, you got previous episodes there.
Yeah, our
Right.
first episode is up on YouTube, and the one with Ian is the second one. Don't
Cool.
worry, Brando, I'm getting you in on one.
Yeah.
Ooh, okay. Alright, I'm down. That sounds fun.
Speaking of VODs and other websites and social medias, make sure you join our DrawBomb Discord and just pop in and say hi. Maybe some folks will say hi to you, and then that you'll all start saying hi to each other, and then maybe you make a friend. Make sure you check out our YouTube channel where we post all of these episodes, so that if you want to cancel us at any point in the future, you can just go through the archives and
All
find
the
some
evidence.
random shit. Yeah, we
It'll
have
make it very easy for you.
so many terrible things that we have said over the 58 episodes
Trouble.
we have done. And I'm sorry,
Plead the Filth.
Trouble. And then check out our Twitter where we post the artwork occasionally. And
I need to be better about it, but
that's all right. It's,
One day.
Look, we're all busy here. Look, okay?
jeez.
Jesus, why don't you calm down? Cool your jets. And
Cool your drawbows.
Cool. I needed another cool jet, like I needed a hole in the. Okay, we're done here.
All right.
That's the.
Goodbye, kiss your moms.
That's right. Goodbye, everybody. Lives in the chat.
Or kiss someone else's mom. Bye.
Kiss
Bye.
your chat.
There he goes. There he goes. Oh, there he is. There he goes. What's he doing? Where's he at?
Can he be cut? Whoa!
Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
All right.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye. Good.